so are we recording?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright. So before, this is sort of like a bit of post chat. Just finished a shoot. And I thought I was going to be able to sit and carry on with the podcast in this dress with these socks. It doesn't go. It's clear that they don't go. So, Spielberg behind is going to make me do some Superman thing, my Supergirl thing.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So we vibe checking. All right. We're rolling. So, welcome to the Miss Locker podcast.
Hey.
I had a super lady minute. You better do that, you know. Don't just go, come. You know,
Yeah.
I just see me just doing this for no reason. That means me twirling into this. Yeah, welcome to the Miss Locker podcast. We are back. This is episode 5, and I haven't got a name for it. I'll probably fashion a name for this episode. But we're dealing with veganism this week. We're talking about veganism, healthy eating. What do I look? I did not look at myself. I don't know what I look like, and I'm just going to have to...
Do you want the necklace out?
Oh, yeah.
The gorgeous necklace.
Oh, my God. I want to get my tits out. All right.
Hey.
All right, yeah. Okay.
Gorgeous.
We're dealing with healthy eating. Why there seems to be a surge of healthyism sprouting over mankind at the minute, because we all know that that's happening.
Yeah.
It wasn't happening like 10, 15 years ago. And if it was, we weren't part of that.
Yeah.
We were still...
It's definitely in the mainstream now.
Oh, yeah. We were definitely eating meat and got tapeworms in our bellies and all kinds of things like that. We're going to get into that later. So just, you know what I needed, what I didn't get? It's a little bit shit. Let me see if I can do something. It's nothing, but it's just a double cleanse back. So if I was a real gangster, I'd have 2 little symbols and I'd be going like this. Ding. And all that would be is to erase the shenanigans of last week. I appreciate the love, the gestures, the thinking that it happened the day before. That just goes to show you that I actually do wear my heart on my sleeve. And what that really means is I can tap into my emotions as and when. Wearing your heart on your sleeve is not a negative thing. Because I had the whole frigging world thinking that the week before my head got bust. This was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So some people were like, well, you're clearly not over it. Yeah, no. I was just telling my story and I was clearing up my name, but that's a pin in that. So this week, 2 little bells, ding, and that's to, cleanse, yeah? But it's bits of crystals, just as good. So where do we start? I mean,
The influx of veganism on our lives and in the mainstream these days. I mean,
I know why I have this path has found me, or I have found this path.
yeah.
And it's got nothing to do with what's going on out there, the world, and what's taking place. I actually discovered that part of me when I was locked away.
Wow.
Actually, when I took myself away from, everything, and I discovered that actually, because I've been paying attention to my body. That's what I've been doing for the past 5 years. I haven't eaten meat since flesh, and I say flesh, chicken, beef, and all that kind of stuff since 2009. But it's still, up until the other day, fucking around with a little bit of sea flesh, and I know it's no good. And I don't want you guys to get upset by the words that I'm using, like flesh, because that is what it is. But we've been conditioned, good word, to just quickly go grab something and whack it in the oven and shove it down our gullet, and we don't ever think about the process of where the fuck that's come from.
Yeah.
I personally, I'm at that time in my life where I want to know where my food comes from. When I started to look and see where my food comes from, I said, never in life is that going in my gob. Never in life would I do that to myself. Because I now understand that my body is my temple. I get that now. It's been a saying that people throw away on your body, your temple, your body, your temple.
Yeah.
They say your body is your temple, that you go out on a Friday night, you drink 2 bottles of Kvass. Your body is not your temple then.
And then have a kebab off
Your
that.
body is a dumping ground.
Yeah.
Breeding for whatever. But I'm not here to judge anybody. I just want to show my journey, how I got there, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And people might pick some of what we say.
Yeah.
Be like, oh yeah, I did it for that reason too. But I know that people didn't start the same way as me, because everybody has a different journey.
Absolutely.
Into veganism. Or, I don't want to say veganism just yet, because I'm not quite a vegan. I had eggs Benedict the other day. It was nice, but to what I ate.
Yeah.
Let's just get this off the rip now. Eggs are chickens' periods. Do you know that? Eggs are chickens' unfertilized. Like, the baby didn't come yet. They stopped it mid-growth so that you could have a fucking egg butty. Go on. Where did your journey start?
Well, I think I've been, in terms of just not eating meat, that's something I've been weeding out of my diet now, on and off for about the last year and a half. And for no other reason other than I just didn't want to eat it. There was no sort of environmental reason behind it or any...
No selfless choice, you just decided...
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't for any other reason. It wasn't even for the animals at the time. You know, and I've been weaning myself off it. I've been actually properly off of meat now, definite, since this year, actually, for all of this year. And it wasn't like a New Year's resolution when I just decided, I'm not going to have meat for the rest of the year. Something in my head switched. And it then became about the bigger effects. There is a global effect. There's a massive environmental effect. And of course, animal welfare. I mean, I love animals. So I'd be a hypocrite in myself now to eat animals. I mean, if I can smell meat, I appreciate the smell. I might even crave it. But never again can I put that in my mouth.
Can I tell you how much of a shit vegan or shit thingy I am? Sorry to poke in. Let me tell you how whack I am. You know I'm a condiments queen. You know I love sauces and gravies.
Yeah.
Just can't give me dry food. It's not happening. West Indian shop. Rice. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, Mama, I'm making some of that oxtail gravy there. Yes, I've done that.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
This year, I'm not here to lie, but it's a process. If I get a bit, if I go to get a bit of rice with the oxtail gravy on it, and I see a bit, it's in the bin. I'm not gonna start to start eating it because it's a no. I can't consciously swallow meat. But if there's a bit that's gone down that we don't know, do you know how much flies and spiders we eat in our whole lifetime? Stay there worrying about a bit of meat.
Yeah.
That was in a bit of gravy. Like that's the least of our problem. But sorry.
But you're right. It's a conscious thing, and I think once it becomes a conscious thing and you actively choose not to consume certain things, it then becomes very difficult for you to do that. Otherwise, obviously, if there's an accident, like something's in something you don't realise it, then you can't beat yourself up about it afterwards. But you're consciously trying to make a positive change in your body, and it is proven that it's better for you, disclaimer, on the provision that your diet, if it's a vegan diet, is balanced and that you're taking in the right nutrients, because otherwise it nullifies the whole situation. But it is proven that it's better for you. So if you don't care about the environment or you don't care about the animals, then for yourself, within a few days even, you will feel so much better.
Right, I need to interject there. Balance, counterbalance. All those things that you said, if you're only doing it for your health and you're not doing it for the environment and you're not doing it for the animals, you won't be a vegan for very long.
No.
You because you're not doing it for the right reasons. And I don't use the word diet anymore. I use because diet has the word die in it. And if you think about what diets do, if you continue to be on a diet, it'll kill you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't use the word diet. I just healthy regime or lifestyle, whatever. But if you just a person just says, right, I'm not eating meat anymore because I want my body to be good, you will last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Max.
How come?
Because the sentiment behind not wanting to eat meat is actually based on the caring of animals. That's the real reason why people love it. We cannot eat this animal.
Yeah.
And in turn, you then become healthy.
Exactly.
So it's like when you do it the flip side and you try, I want to be vegan, I want to be healthy, I want to be shredded. You can be shredded for this summer. Next year, you got rolls.
completely agree.
And that is the truth.
Yeah.
So that's why I've been honest with myself. That's why I still fuck with dairy, because I'm not gonna call myself a vegan. I'm not one. I still wear leather. I cannot call myself a vegan. You understand what I'm saying? But what I can, so that word gets thrown around very loosely. I'm a vegan. I'm sitting on.
I mean, real vegans must be so mad with people saying.
Oh, they're mad. They're fuming. Look, a vegetarian is mad at me because I'm actually a pescatarian. Because I fuck with a little bit of fish.
If you're going to put a label on it, yeah.
Well, no, they do.
I know.
I can't call myself. So, what kind of food do you eat? I can't call myself a veggie.
Yeah.
Veggies be like, what? But the veggies still eat dairy. So they're not in any position to be telling anybody about.
Right.
Only vegans don't eat dairy. They don't have anything, no animal byproduct. So vegetarians can have an omelette as long as it's just got veggie in it.
But that's interesting because that sort of plays into some of the research I was doing earlier. But you're completely right about if you don't care for the animals and the environment, then you cannot really encompass the full. It won't work, and it hadn't worked for me when I first of all decided to do it just for the self. So when I was saying earlier that something switched in my mind and then it became about something bigger than myself, that's when it almost became easier, because it's not an easy lifestyle actually. I won't say diet, as you say, to follow. It's not easy necessarily.
And that's the thing. Sorry to interject again. If you find that you have to follow anything, you're not ready.
Yeah.
There's nothing to follow. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not a lifestyle to follow.
Yeah.
It's I'm doing this and this is my day.
Yeah.
I'm not on a diet.
For people who aren't there yet, and I'm not suggesting that I am there yet either, I'm not trying to be holier than thou, but there is a process. People do need to go through a transition. I went through a transition, still going through it. And it's almost like the 3 points, there's the environment as a whole globally, there's the animals, and then there's you, and it all needs to interplay. But yeah, what you were saying earlier about vegans actually being quite angry at people calling themselves vegans when they might still mess around with leather and this, that and the other. Obviously there's a lot of labels that are thrown around. There's always labels in society and things. There's a vegetarian society, there's also a vegan society, right? The vegetarian society, I can't remember exactly when that was set up, but there was 2 definitions of what a vegetarian is. One definition is what today we would coin vegan. They didn't eat any animal products,
right,
and they also didn't integrate it into their lifestyle either.
Right.
And then the other version was the more liberal, which is they just didn't eat meat, but they did have dairy.
So same stuff that's today?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But it's sort of about the labels and what people are labelling certain things. And I think at the end of the day, it has to be sort of a transition, because if you're a full-on meat eater and all your life you've grown up eating dairy and consuming meat products, you're going to go through a process where maybe then you start to cut out some of the dairy products, but you're still messing around with some of the other things like fish and what have you, and you walk around wearing leather shoes and things like that before you get to the point where you might be a full vegan. And
some
then
people don't know, that's the thing.
What, just go straight to the...
No, some people don't. Like, some people won't even catch what we're talking about. Some people don't make that transition. Some people just are meat eaters for life.
Yeah.
Some people are... I know one person who just eats straight turkey all year round. Don't eat nut. That's one of the worst things they could eat.
Really, why?
Turkey. Do you know what they do to turkeys over Christmas time? To get them to that size?
Oh, no.
Oh, well. It's what they do with all meats. Because what you've got to bear in mind, this is what I need for people to really understand, overstand, understand, whichever way you want, and drop it, yeah? When you kill an animal to consume, the moment that animal is lifeless, it begins to decay. From the field, you might not see that side breast for 3 weeks. What you need to think to yourself is, if that said chicken was killed and left on the side for 3 weeks, would you fucking eat it? No, you wouldn't. So to stop people from... Because that could easily turn someone vegan or vegetarian, like knowing this type of information.
Yeah.
When the food's when they kill the animal, because I've done my research, first of all, they got to stop it from rotting. What's the first thing? It's dead!
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? So the first thing they've got to do is to stop it. So they pump it full of formaldehyde. They antibiotics to stop all the viruses and the germs and the worms and the bacteria and all of that's coming. This is all they do to your food before it even gets to the supermarket. They pump it full of water. Remember, dead flesh will rot and it will turn grey. You know that when you go to the supermarket and you pick up that minced meat, that high red, that's food colouring. I want to educate people here because nobody educated me. I didn't have to go through this process to stop eating meat. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody's process can be very, very different.
Yeah.
In fact, mine came from a backdated... My dad was a Rastafarian. So if you not know Rastafarians with dreads, you know, if you're...
Yeah, what they do ITAL, innit? They do
Depends, 'cause
no
you've got
salt, no
different
nothing.
variations. You got
Oh, is it?
Rastaman. Then you got people, man like Sizzler. He's a bobo dread. You know the ones where they wrap up their hair. Some of them, man, they don't eat food that's got shadow. Think about that.
Wow.
They eat earth food. They call it earth food. If it's got a shadow, they're not eating it. If it shits, farts, and pisses, they're not eating it. So my dad used to be that all coming up, but then my dad is not a Rasta anymore. He's not. No, he cut his stuff off. But that's another day. But what I'm getting at is that was always in the back of my mind. That was always in my peripheral. You know what I mean? Not eating meat. Meat is dirty. Pork is dirty. All these kind of things were always floating around me, coming up. But I didn't take the bait. Do you understand what I'm saying? I didn't take the peer pressure to say, well, if my dad's a Rastafarian, I'm not eating meat too. Because guess what would have happened? I would have not ate meat as a child, and then this age I'll be scoffing down pork.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I would have deprived myself a bit as a child. So I didn't get brainwashed into any of that. But yeah, different Rastafarians eat different foods. So I haven't eaten meat in 9 years, flesh like that. I'm just about off the fish. The only thing I can mess around with is a sea bream. Hold on.
Sea bass? Sea bream?
Bream is the fatter one. Bass is the bony one, right?
Bream.
Sea bream. Love a bit of bream. Do you know why? Because I'm a whack vegetarian. It still tastes like meat. I'm really rubbish. There's still things that it's not that I'm seeking to substitute meat, and I'm nearly a 10-year decade in.
Yeah.
Nearly a decade
next
in.
Year.
But I know that the things that I'm craving are things that I can grab from other places.
Right.
Whereas, you know, you just need to educate yourself up. So when I say I want an oxtail gravy, what my body really needs is sodium.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because
Yeah.
oxtail gravy is salty as fuck.
Yeah.
I know what I need, but I'm
And
a
a
bit...
bit of lube in there as well.
Pardon?
There's a bit of lube in there.
Sorry, I don't know. Lube and gravy, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
The oxtail, man, is a bit slippery.
No, you're thinking of cow foot.
Oh,
That dirty bastard,
Oh, my God.
sticky hoof.
Oh.
Listen, slave foods there. Yeah, go on, have the knuckle. Yeah, we made some serious food out of them knuckles.
I know, right?
But yeah, so I'm nearly a decade in. I imagine I'm now going into it and realising that this isn't just about me now. And I'm being honest with it. Maybe 6 months ago, I wouldn't have been able to tell you that I'm being vegan because I care about the planet, and I really care now.
Yeah.
So I'm actively doing pieces. Like Dan will tell you, we ordered some stuff today for the apparel, and Rome wasn't built in a day, right? They say. So the first thing we bought today was some labels, and they were eco-friendly, biodegradable shit. You know what I mean? You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
When we get to the end of this, and I'm 50, everything I'm doing will be representative of what we just did today.
Yeah.
But you can only do, stepping stones. I'm not gonna sit here and say, I'm a vegan warrior. I'm out here fighting the whole battle for everyone, because I'm doing things that contradict that.
Yeah.
So again, being honest with self. But I definitely think it's important that people understand what they're eating. The food that they buy in the supermarket is processed. Our teeth are not designed to rip through the hide of an animal.
No?
Right, check our teeth and check a lion's teeth. Are they the same?
No, they got a big things.
They got the big fangs. They got canines. They got like all their teeth are designed to rip through shit.
Yeah.
They don't need a knife and fork, do they? Lying. We do. That tells us that we're not supposed to be eating meat.
Yeah.
We really ain't. I know it's been going on for thousands of years, and because we've been educated in a certain way, we don't know no different. But if you just dig a little bit beyond the bullshit story that we've been given, that's history, you will find that at one time on this plane, we didn't fuck with meat. We used to be vegans. It's in the fucking Bible for all you Christians out there. All you religious people that think that this might be Simone spewing at the bit. It's in your damn doctrine. So if you can't be picking and choosing what you want and that the doctrine. It's either it's all true or it ain't. Yeah. But our teeth ain't designed to break through bones and that. It's really not. It's designed to just bust through fruits. It's designed to bust through nuts, vegetables.
Yeah.
If you're in the forest, right, and you see a little puppy, yeah, and you've got a knife and fork and you're running after this puppy, that puppy's running away from you.
Exactly.
The puppy doesn't want to be eaten. It knows it doesn't want to be eaten. It's conscious, just like how we are. Everything is everything. We're all driplets of the Most High. However, nature was smart. Put medicine in the food. I know you lot have seen that meme. You walk past an orange tree. That bitch is like, come to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Citrus, come and peel me.
Exactly.
I want to be eaten. This is God, creator, nature, supplying food for us to sustain us. There's things on this plane that will keep us alive. Okay. Somewhere along the line, man got involved between the Most High and us and told us what the fuck to do. How to educate ourselves, how to heal ourselves, how to read the stars. This bastard, whoever they are, they're the unruly elite. They got in between us and the Most High. And I think we need to kick them out of the way. And I'm talking about them books and just go directly back to nature. That's why I keep hashtagging back to nature. Back to nature don't mean walking around in a bush with fig leaves on your bits. That's not what I mean by back to nature. Back to nature just means, for me, using what we've got around us to sustain us without hurting anybody, without killing anything. We've got this thing called hemp.
Oh, God.
Right? Do you know that could just deal with like 2/3 of what we've got running, like houses, cars, fuel, clothes, material, puff. But they've made that shit basically not illegal, but like hard to use.
And it's so strange because actually, once upon a time, not actually that long ago, it was used quite a lot. It was used in the manufacture and production of rope, paper, you know, not that long ago.
But when you want to monopolise, these people want to monopolise certain areas.
Yeah.
All they've got to do is put a couple of things into place.
Yeah.
Like, for God's sake, there's a house a bit further down, and you know, all this time I've been living here, I never noticed that these people had solar panels on their thing.
Really?
And I've known about solar panels forever, since we've been at school. Yeah. But I thought to myself, okay, that's the back to nature shit. That's what I'm talking about. So I know we're supposed to be dealing with food here. We're jumping all over the place, but
it's all encompassing. You know, that's related to the environment as well, and I think it's an attitude to everything in your lifestyle. I mean, I know that you use a toothpaste which isn't, without naming any brands.
Yeah, no toothpaste with no fluoride in it.
Exactly, the soap.
No deodorant with no aluminium in it.
Exactly.
I don't use soap. I use natural soap. So I am on a journey to, again, I said it 2 episodes ago, to be the best version of myself that I can be, because I truly believe that the version that I was manufactured.
Right.
Meaning that I was and did what I thought I was supposed to do, or what I was told to do. No. This is what is called back knowing self. What do I like?
Exactly.
You know? Toothpaste with fluoride in it is a madness. I mean, if you guys don't know that by now.
Talk to me, what's wrong with fluoride? What is fluoride?
Fluoride is...
That's on this bleach.
It's a poison.
What?
Fluoride is a poison. What you Google please, baby. Yeah, please. Just put in Google, is toothpaste bad? I want, that's a non-biased question.
Yeah.
Yeah? Is fluoride in toothpaste bad?
Because they say that a small amount of it is
Can't hurt
good
you.
for your teeth, but too much of it
Will kill you.
will kill
So
you.
it's a natural occurring mineral.
It's not. It's actually not, but carry on reading. Sorry, let me hear whoever that is.
I've read that fluoride is not really that good for teeth and it could be even poison. So they said there's no short answer to this question. Fluoride is a natural occurring mineral. Though it's not an essential nutrient, it is present in many foods. However, today we are exposed to fluorides from a wide range of sources, including air pollution, drinking water, toothpaste, mouth rinses.
Why are they putting fluoride in our
Beverages.
water? I mean, let's just have a genuine, let's just stay here for a minute, because these topics can just go offhand. Why the fuck are they putting fluoride in our water? I mean, I know they do this.
They said they do it to prevent tooth decay.
Oh, for fuck's... Really? And I know your face is like, come on! Come on! So what are we brushing our teeth for then?
Exactly.
People out there not trying to have us live long out here, because it's evident everywhere you look, there's something to bring your years down.
Exactly.
A couple more off the, you know.
Yeah. I mean, if that's designed to reduce tooth decay, then why then the manufacture of sweets and other things that will cause tooth decay? It's a complete contradiction.
Yeah, because it ain't about...
It's not about
saving
that.
teeth.
It's about something else, and that's what people need to wake up to and be conscious of, you know?
Fluoride in your toothpaste is a madness. Aluminium, any kind of aerosol, if you're spraying anything in your armpit, it's no good. These things have been linked to tumours, cancers, and these are things that the establishment cannot, in all good consciousness, accept or admit.
Yeah.
Because then the whole thing's just popped down, the whole system would drop down. So they would tell you that there have been cases where women or men have had lumps in their armpits, and they do use sprays. So can we just have a quick referendum of all the people that don't use sprays? Can we see how many times they got lumps in their armpits?
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Exactly.
There's a way to get an answer without getting an answer, but they can't outwardly admit. Otherwise, look at all these companies that I'd have to shut down. All these aerosol companies.
It's not in their interest.
Of course not.
Not at all.
So yeah, I do things quietly for myself, but I had to do them for myself first so that I could then educate if need be. I'm not into telling people what to do anymore. I'm past that.
But I think, you know, in a time that we've spent together recently, I've learnt a lot from you. Without you, there's never been any dictation of what I should and shouldn't do. I observe how you are, how you live, and the things that you take in, and it makes sense. And when things make sense to me, they make sense. You know, that's it.
It sits.
It sits right, and suddenly something clicks. So I think that's definitely helped, at want of a better word, journey. So far this year, because I've been surrounded by people who are like-minded, and things are making sense to me.
Does that make sense? I know we keep saying making sense,
but it has to.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things make sense, and when they start to make sense, it's a lot easier for you to sort of see through all the bullshit, basically.
Because
So,
you have a clear
view.
Trying to get all fancy with the radio, yeah.
It's true. But what about, you know, obviously in recent times, veganism has become popular. It's become a trend. A lot more reshtaurants and things like that are serving vegan.
They have to accommodate to what's going on with us.
Yeah.
Otherwise they will lose business. They've got to move with the times, isn't it?
Exactly. So then, I mean, you say it perfectly, otherwise I'll lose business. So do you think a lot of these establishments are doing it
For money.
For money.
Of course
for
they
profits?
are. Of course they are.
Profiteering.
If the restaurant sells meat, you are not then selling vegetarian shit for the goodness of the planet.
That's right.
You're doing it because you want to snag in the likes of me. And really, I shouldn't support your ass.
Yeah.
But I move with my non-vegan associates. And if I have to have a lunch or whatever, what do I do?
Yeah.
Until I open up my own restaurant where I'm telling everybody, come here, this is where we're eating, this is where we're having lunch.
Yeah.
I've got to be realistic, you know what I mean? So, yeah, they're doing it. It's all for money.
Places give you a little something. They're doing a little something, which is nice. But you're just at the bottom of the menu.
Oh, yeah, with like vegetable lasagna. Get out of it. Like, when I turned vegetarian or whatever you want to call it, meat-free lifestyle, I was annoyed at the things that was on the menu first of all, because I was like, really? You lot are disrespectful. That was about 10 years ago. It's not the same anymore. In fact, you can go into a restaurant, actually, if it depends where you go, and you can get a decent balance.
Yeah.
You can have, wild mushroom risotto, and, that would be considered vegan, but it's all like posh, and,
Yeah. They're getting better.
Well, they have to.
They have to.
They have to.
But you're completely right. If there's a restaurant which is also selling meat, then it's absolutely not for the right reasons.
Nah, it's just cash.
At all. And it is just cash. So, and you find a lot of people cashing in on it. I saw something the other day and I was so wound up by it. It was Gordon Ramsay making some comment about he might give this vegan thing a try.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Fuck off!
Yeah. Somebody else said that
fucking
too.
hypocrite.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
He's the type of person that is perpetuating what that woman said in that post the other day, because he knows better. You run a restaurant, you've got pigs in the back of your thing.
Yeah.
You've got cows split in half in the back of your fridge. What do you mean you'll give this thing a try? Because what you want to do is you want to bring people to your restaurant so they can try your vegan shit.
Yeah.
It's just about money. It's just about money. So, again, peeps, you're only gonna want to make change for yourself when it's time. Me sitting there telling you ain't nothing. I might say one or two things that you might be like, "Oh, I didn't know that."
Yeah.
And if that's what it takes to spark you going off and Googling something, and she was right, because I'm always going to tell you, don't take me, I ain't no fucking guru out here. Because just as I speak, I learn. I'm forever a student. I ain't no teacher. Never been a teacher. I'm always going to be a student. So all I can say to you guys, Ari, what you put in your gut, just understand and know and research that our intestines and I'm going to say juice, that's not the right word, and the fluid that is inside our intestines that is used to break down the food, it was not designed to break down meat. Any doctor will tell you that. Any doctor will tell you that meat sits in your gut. It's the last thing to go. It chums in there for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I need to tell you something, because I heard this information the other day and I need to regurgitate it before I forget. So somebody's argument was, it was a panel, it was a YouTube thing, and it was about veganism. And somebody's argument was, well, look, I can't help it. I crave it. I crave the meat. And if I'm craving it, I want it. Boom. Hear what someone came back and said to them. He goes, this is where you need to educate yourself. We all know that, I shouldn't say we all know, let me not be so egotistical. It's been said that serotonin, hormones, that kind of stuff that plays with our moods, all of that makes us go left or right, it is built and it stems from your gut. What means is the food you eat will have you acting away.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
The food you eat will have you acting away. That's why I'm striving to put different things in my mouth, because I want a different attitude. You see, it's all about knowing.
Yeah.
And if you know and you can make that choice, then you're making that choice for yourself and nobody's told you to do it. Does that make sense? So boom, if we can all agree that the mood is based and made in your gut, based on the foods that we put in our belly. So check this. When you eat meat, right? By the way, if you eat meat regular, you've got worms in your belly. Try know you've got worms that are this big. They're in your belly, swimming. I'm here to frighten you on that one. Meat eaters, you've got worms.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you've got rotten food in your gut. You've got rotten. Leave a slab.
The high heat of the flame on the meat, isn't that killed everything?
Never in life.
No.
Never.
Because once, even when you
Wait, I don't want to forget. Sorry,
dead.
I don't want to have a brain fart. So I was going somewhere. Serotonin, right?
Yeah.
Your mood is made in your gut. So check this: meat eaters, dairy eaters, regular dairy eaters, especially meat eaters, your red meat eaters. You have these parasites in your stomach because you have dead flesh in there. Okay, it's a fact. These parasites are things. Yeah. They eat that dead flesh. Okay? That's how they eat. They want more of that. Because that's the only thing they eat is the dead flesh inside your gut. Check it. Those parasites and worms shit in your intestines. That doo-doo lets off pheromones that goes to your brain and says, I need more meat.
That's the craving.
That's the dirty cycle that you need to break. If you really don't want to eat meat anymore but don't know how to stop, education is the key. The worms shit in your gut. The same way that you've got your own intestines and the way how our mood is based on the food that we eat, that little fucker in your gut shits too. And it's the fumes and pheromones off of that doo-doo of that parasite that then tells you, it overrides your natural hunger and tells you want meat. Give me more meat, give me more meat, give me more meat.
Yeah.
When I found that out, I was like, pussy clot. That made sense.
Exactly.
Because it's a cycle.
Yeah.
So once you starve those parasites of the meat, it won't take them long to die. And it won't take very long for you to not want meat anymore. This is only for the people who don't want to eat meat. Because I know a lot of people are like, yeah, I want to cut out the meat, but boy, that chicken, you know.
Exactly.
Boy, them ribs, you know. If you continue to eat meat and can't understand why you can't stop, that's the reason why, peeps, the parasites that live, right, I'm showing my age here. Who's seen Poltergeist?
Oh my God.
Do you remember the scene in the film where the steak is left on the thing overnight and in 2 seconds maggots start coming out of it?
I know. Oh,
but that's what really happens. Get a bit of meat and put it out in the garden and see if maggots don't form. This is the natural process of decaying. So back to all those beautiful red cuts that you guys see in the supermarket. Those chicken fillets that are the size of that. They weren't the size of that. Them real chickens are tiny little things. The chickens that you're eating are so big. They're so overfed. They don't even they can't stand up on their skinny legs. I'll tell you what, if you lot are gangster, if you lot are G's and you really want to change, there's a documentary. Shit.
Cowspiracy?
No.
Because there's a couple that are really good out at the moment.
No, there's a main one. There's like a poster child one for who you break people in. Like, if you're scared or you're still eating meat, shit, it will come to me. If you watch that, you will never put meat in your mouth again. So I only recommend that to people who generally want to turn that page.
Yeah.
If you're curious, I can't force information on you because, as I said, it's going to be a thing that you're going to naturally want to do.
Yeah.
But it was a natural process for me, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm not. I'm on my way out. I think I know what's going to kick me to the other side.
What's that?
Pregnancy. If that should be on the cards.
That's very interesting, actually.
Because there's no way that I would, in good consciousness, eat milk on my baby and eat cheese on my baby.
Yeah.
Start my baby off wrong.
Yeah.
So that his taste buds are fucked. So when it comes out, and so I'm going to say something here, and it's not about judgment. It's just about information and what I'm doing, and I don't judge anybody. When you know better, you do better. There's no SMA for my child. There's no fake powder shit with E numbers for my child. What the fuck are you parents doing? It's breast or nothing.
Yeah.
It's breast or nothing. And this is speaking from a woman who has no children. But I don't think you understand that when you give your children that powdered shit, it is designed to fuck up your children's growth rate. Let me give you another example. I'm not going to drop the person's name. Person had a child, right? As a person would do. And this little toddler, little beauty, age 2, waddling like a fat fuck.
Really?
Because his mum just puts cow's milk in the fucking bottle. Cow's milk is for baby calves. Cow's milk has got things in it that is to make the calf grow quickly. It is not made for babies.
It's not meant for humans.
That's what I meant.
We're the only mammals.
That is what I meant. It's not made for babies.
Yeah.
Like, breast milk has things in it that is designed to give the child growth spurts at a certain time. This is nature.
Yeah.
This is the Most High at its pristine, showing you how this thing works. And as I said to you, someone came in between us and the Most High and told us how to live, told us how to eat, told us what to think, told us what to drink. Here, have cow's milk. And then your baby is coughing, he's got sleep coming out their eyes, they've got nose shit coming out their nose, just mucus.
Mm-hmm.
Mucus can only thrive in an acidic environment. And guess where cheese and dairy falls on the alkaline chart? Acid!
Exactly.
And I'm very passionate about this. You might say, why is she shouting? I'm passionate. I want you lot to live. I want your kids to live. I want to live. Them and those out there don't want you to live. That's why there's a chicken shop on every 4th corner if you live in the hood. Take your ass up to Primrose Hill.
Exactly.
You better believe there's a Whole Food on every 4th corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go down to South London. There's a Morley's every 5th road. Why? I really want to keep your kids alive. Conspiracy theory, sin, or fucking truth? Go out there and have a look for yourself. Hey, Bibi, I'm trying to shoot. Mother sucker. Right? So, as I said, my whole journey, whether it be veganism, flat earth, crystals, tantric sex, whatever, I found all of this stuff out because I got the intermediary, whatever word that is. Can you shut the window for me, please?
Sure thing.
Shut up! Yeah? I found all of this stuff out. You know what? Where is it? Where are they?
Down there.
Oh! I got all of that information. When I saw that someone or something was trying to get in between me and nature, once I kicked that out of the way, and then I got to see Wagwan for nature, I like nature. I actually quite like this place. No, I do. This place is a wonderful place. We live in a really, really nice place. It's just that the people that are in charge have set this wheel in motion that they haven't really got to do anything anymore. We fucking self-perpetuate it.
Yeah.
Them and those that are really elite, they don't have got to do anything anymore. We kill each other, they haven't got to tell us to. We eat the wrong food, we haven't got to tell us. It's just there. Temptation's just there. And once I got all the middle stuff out of the way with, I realised that life can be a lot better, a lot happier, a lot more exciting when we stop listening to entities, conglomerates, telling us how to live our lives. This is what going back to self is, knowing self. In order to know who the hell you are, you have to retreat in. Not a lot of people are going to stick around for that journey. And the ones that do, bless up. And the ones that don't, they're not meant to be with you on this next path. Yeah. I've jumped all over the place. But understanding self, health. I mean, damn it, you lot. If you lot still putting things in your mouth. Alright, I'll give you another example. You lot know about Himalayan salt? It's the real salt.
Yeah.
And I say it's the real salt because when you get the package and you turn it over, it just says Himalayan salt. If you go to the get your table salt, just get anything else that's not Himalayan salt, turn it around, and tell me what the ingredients are. There shouldn't be any ingredients in salt. It should just be salt.
Yeah.
If it says sodium asphyxiate, chloride, Bin, what the fuck are you doing? I'm here to try and spark a couple of you. Not all of you, but I'm here to spark a few. If you cannot understand the ingredients on the food that you're eating, put it in the bin.
Yeah.
It's really simple. Because a lot of us are lazy fucks. I'm one of them too. Like, I think the last thing to go is butter. Oh, I love a bit of bread and butter. Oh, I love it. And I'm not talking margarine. We don't do spreads. Yeah? I'm talking marge. I'm talking block shit. Get the knife, block that. Because if I'm going to eat butter, I'm going to do the proper shit. I'm not doing all of the crap. But I bake my own bread now. I've baked my own bread before. I bought a bread maker. So I won't be buying bread from the supermarket that's got wheat in it. There's so many different things like wheat. We're not supposed to fuck with wheat. Don't really want to really go into it too tough. But just wheat is a man-made grain. There you go. Whereas spelt, buckwheat, some of these other grains are natural. They come from the earth. Wheat isn't. People don't know that. It's made in a lab. There's a patent number to wheat. So all the things that we're not supposed to be fucking with are the things that are killing us.
Yeah.
Like wheat, even if it's brown bread, it's just bleached, non-bleached wheat. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
White rice is bleached rice.
Yeah.
White sugar is bleached sugar. All these things that are white in compository, not naturally white. Even fucking vanilla's black, for God's sake. For God's sake!
It is. Absolutely.
Do you see the programming?
Yeah, man. Question for you.
Hey, go for it.
So, you made a point earlier that, you go to Primrose Hill or any affluent area, you're going to find a Whole Foods and order this, that and the other. And, I've been into them and they're teeth in.
They are.
But they sell the right type of food. Yeah. And then in other less affluent areas, it's full of chicken shops and the like. You're going to have people who will argue, oh, well, it costs too much money to eat in a healthy way. Now, I know this to not be true. Yeah. Tell the peeps out there why that's bullshit and how they can still live well without using that as an excuse.
The people that say that are people that are not ready to embark this journey. Because when you want to be health and be, there's no backstory, there's no back chat, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
When it's time to do what you need to do, there is no excuse. Let me tell you, the people that are saying that shit, right? Oh, veganism's too expensive, the healthy lifestyle is too expensive. These are the people that will walk around in red bottoms. But buy value bleach.
Yeah.
Priorities, my friend. These are the people that will rave every single Friday, make sure they got a monkey to spend on the town for the whole weekend. Do you know how many families you could have fed with £500 and you still could have went out and you still could have bought a bottle and you still could have turned up? It's got nothing to do with expense.
Yeah.
It's to do with honesty. I told you, people are not honest with themselves. They're not.
Yeah.
Just be honest and say you're not ready to be a vegan. Why you gonna put the finger at me and say, oh, fuck that lifestyle, man, it's too expensive. You can't get down like that.
Yeah.
It's too expensive. No, it's not. It's fine. I ain't the richest person in the world. How the fuck am I doing fine?
Exactly.
How am I surviving? How am I living? Granted, if you go to Whole Foods and you try and pick up 10 bananas, you're looking at a crazy amount of money. Or what you do is you go farmer's market on a Sunday and you pick them up by the box. And then they're 2p each.
Yeah.
It's common sense. Again, it's if that's what you want.
Yeah.
These people don't want that. They just want to make argument with the likes of me, or they want to challenge the likes of the movement or the awakening that is upon us.
Do you think it's right, though, that these certain stores are selling at such a profit?
No, but that's the world we live in, baby.
I know.
It's capitalism.
Yeah.
You know that we can go to what? Look, Aldi. You lot get bigged up daily because I live inside Aldi. Aldi's bunch of organic bananas are £1.12 less than Tesco. Why? Why? It's because Tesco are greedy.
Yeah.
Aldi knows that they can sell them at that price and still make a profit. Then there's no need for Tesco's to be marking it up 1,000%.
Exactly.
Greed. And also common sense. There's certain things I buy from certain shops.
Mm.
And there's some things I don't buy from other shops. But I won't have that whole, it's, these people that want to moan about healthy lifestyle is too expensive. But they spend £100 on a Friday night guzzling beer.
Yeah.
Come out my face, man.
Mm.
Go stay over there. It's fine. But don't talk to me about healthy shit. Because you're doing non-healthy shit and then you want to complain that things are expensive. I can't have that kind of dialogue. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm trying to preach to them. Don't you understand? Yada, yada, yada. They understand.
Yeah.
They're just choosing not to,
That's right.
act that's within the best interest to their health.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't judge anybody again. I've made full circle. I don't judge. You want to eat pork, eat pork. Just know that you got things running around in your gut.
So I've got another question for you. Generally speaking, for parents who say are vegan, what's your view on a child's choice between whether they want to eat meat or not? Because obviously in the early years, if they're fed on the breast and then after that, fed with whole foods which are non-meat or non-dairy, at some point, do you think it's a good idea for the child to have that choice and say, do you want to eat this meat or not? Or there might be some parents who will enforce it on their kid. It's like what you said earlier about your dad. You always knew he was a Rastafarian, and his choices about food. But if you'd followed him in his choices, at this point in your life, you might be guzzling down meat. So at what point do you make that choice, or do you give your child that choice to decide what they do want to eat? So
Alright.
you see what I mean?
I do, and I've got an answer for that, and parents are not going to take too well to this, and it's not really my business for you to feel good about what I'm about to say. So I'm going to go for it. No decent parent in all good consciousness would shove pork down their child's throat at the age of 2. You wouldn't do that.
Mm.
You wouldn't do that. And if you do push meat on your child before they've got their teeth in their fucking mouth, you're not a very nice parent. I said it. You can't expect a toddler to eat meat and he's only got 4 teeth. Forget about it going past their gut and it not being good and them also having little worms in their belly too. Who does that? I'd rather, this is really shit, this is the lesser of all evils, go and get Cow and Gate. My mum gave me that shit when I was coming up. Go and get Cow and Gate, little spag bowl. It ain't the greatest, but do you understand what I mean? I've seen parents give their 2-year-old a fucking chicken wing for the picnic to suck off the meat, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not right.
Mm.
And again, when you know better, you do better. So if you're an adult that's sitting here listening to this and you understand that meat rots in your belly and it's dead flesh and these people have to pump formaldehyde and antibiotics, why would you give your child that?
Mm.
Again, it ain't my business to care about how you feel when you hear me say that. If you feel a way about what I've just said, reevaluate what you put in your fucking child's mouth. I love you. I'm saying this because I love people. I'm serious. It's because I want people to live. It's the truth will burn out your blood clot again. It's that again. The truth is supposed to hurt. The truth that'll come to you and be nice and no, the truth will box you down and make you look at things. So again, there's plenty of reasons why I don't think I have any children at this stage. And one of them is so that I can educate myself. So when it's time, one guy I'm following on Instagram, he's got vegan dogs, bruv.
Amazing.
Because at the end of the day, we only consume what we consume. If you don't put a chicken Twizzler or fucking chicken nugget in your baby's hand, it doesn't know to eat chicken nugget. If you put an olive, I've got another friend whose palate is like, olives, artichoke.
Oh.
Artichoke. But this baby doesn't know anything different.
Yeah.
Because their mum has groomed their palate.
What would the kid know?
Exactly.
I wanted to do that so badly, man.
You can still do it. You're talking like days are over. He's only 2. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I give him everything I have. Full vegan.
Well, he's getting balanced then.
He laps it up.
Good.
But, you know, when I hear, he had some ham today, blah, blah, I just go home and cry my eyes out.
Yeah, it's
You know,
alright.
I just think, oh my gosh.
The thing is, babes, going back to the crux of your question, it's like, do you force that on your children? Me personally, knowing what I know now, I would raise my child vegan.
Yeah.
I would, or at least vegetarian, at least. No flesh is rotting in my child's gut.
Yeah.
And even so to say that the cheese and the milk is obviously a byproduct of the animal too. So if I'm being honest, no, my child has to be vegan. And if he or she, if I do have a child, if he or she wants to try chicken one day because they see that their peers are doing it, try and know that from the age of 0 to when he gets to or she gets to that point, they would have understood that flesh rots. So it ain't gonna be a thing. I ain't curious to eat death.
Yeah.
You understand? Education from the rip. So that kind of pops down that question about, do the same kind of goes with religion. I'm never going to force a religion on my child, but if they grow up and they get to be like, oh, what's that? What's that Christianity? Yeah, what's that Muslim? Oh, what's that Islam? You want to ask me about it? I'll tell them.
Yeah.
Mummy didn't fuck with that. And here's why. You want to have a go? Go on.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
But I would never give, my child would have to come out the blankest template. You know what I mean? And whatever spots, marks he or she acquires along the way wasn't forced by me. Yeah. It was how they came up. You know? Yeah. That's the best I got for you on that question. My child will be educated enough to know that trying meat is foolishness. Yeah? You don't eat death. Because that's what it's dead food. And if you keep spitting it out like that, it sounds horrible. But it will see.
Well, no, that's it really. I mean, what you're essentially doing, what any parent would be doing, is giving their child the best start in life.
The best start in life. Or a balanced start. And with you, Rick, because, like you said, you do your bit when you do. And when he goes home, he only knows what he knows at home. But I've got a feeling that, you see, when you eat good food, and because it makes you feel good and you get better attitudes, if he continues to have that balanced throughout his life, and when he gets to an age to understand that food does have an effect, I don't think he'll chomp down ham. He'll want to come over and have, you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? So education is key. The fact that you are giving him the options from the rip gives him choice, which is what you were kind of talking about. Yeah. But to say you're coming up, right, and you're in a household and you're a parent and you're just giving your child meat all the time because that's what you eat. You're selfish. That's very, very selfish to feed your child every single thing that you throw down your gullet, because some of the things that we eat as adults, little baby's belly ain't ready for that. No. But we do it anyway because we're rather lazy. And I can say that. People might say to me, well, who are you? You haven't got any kids. There's a reason I don't have any kids, because I'm watching you lot. Think about it. It's true. I'm watching you lot and your do's and your don'ts and your marriages is. I'm watching a lot of people I see to know what works and what don't work. And as I say, when you know better, you do better. So, and what's crazy, let me tell you something that's crazy. People are weirdos. I've accepted myself. I've accepted who I am. I accept what I look like now. As I said, I'm very happy. That dress that I had on, not that dress, that dress was a size 8. Right? I'm not bragging, because if I'd have told myself 5 years ago, I would have said, Sim, get down to a 10 or a 12, you'd be good. 8, never saw that coming, right? But I've got people that are like, basically telling me to get fat again, innit?
Really?
2/3 of them have been men. So they're just on some fluffy thing, you fucking perverts. They want batty and breasts and all of that business to look at. But there was no ring on my finger, so I don't know what you want me to get fat for again. So you can do what? Just look at me? Get out of it. And then you've got other people like, and I'm like, don't you understand that that girl that you want back with all that weight around her gut and all that weight around her face, do you not realise that that was sodium, that was salt? I was holding water. It wasn't healthy. I am the healthiest I've ever been right now. But people want me to go back. And I'm trying to explain to them, I'm healthy now. Then was unhealthy. Yeah, but that's sin, innit? Did you not just hear me? That was unhealthy and this is... They don't care.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So, and I haven't been in the gym in nearly 3 years. So this is how you know diet, changing your food regime can have a positive effect on your, on how you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have never been happier. The only thing I'm bothered about, which I talk about on here quite frequently, is my low hanging fruit. Because I've been weighty from a teenager to 20s, 30s, whatever, up down. So my skin, look, I've got stretch marks. I've got bingo wings. I'm not frightened to show these because you see, when we go to Mexico, this is going to be some block tip. So actually, oh my God, I might get you to cut that. No, but what I meant is, the minute you stop, people that document their health journeys and they do this picture, side picture, I am never doing that. Because you are setting yourself up for potential disappointment. What about when you get a gut back again?
Exactly.
And then you can't, so you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, see, yeah, I did it again! Sorry. Yeah, I was holding a lot of water. I don't know what I was talking about, but I'm just jumping back. I was holding a lot of water. And I don't drink anymore. I said I don't drink. I would have said I was a drinker from a teenager up until December 2015.
That's very specific.
So last time I went to a club.
Yeah.
And I literally boxed down one girl inside there.
Oh.
And that was the last time I spoke to another friend. That friend, I don't really fuck with her much anymore. I don't have any disdain for her like the other one. It's just that we're just not vibrating on the same frequency. If I've got somebody telling me, I saw your friend in the retail park standing on a car, bum flicking at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, bruv, we're 40 in a minute. What the fuck is going on here?
Serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Oh my God.
Or taking pictures with red bottoms and then leaning over so people can see the bottom of your foot. Can you stop all of that? Stop right now. Again, love, it's all love, but I weren't moving like that again. Yeah. That night was a lot. Last time I saw her, last time I wore a dress before just the other day, last time I wore heels again before just the other day, that was the last time I drank anything, that was the last time I was doing all of this business.
Yeah.
Because I ended up nearly to pop one of her friends in her face. I nearly. Because this kid, I'm looking around and I'm like, no, Simone, you're not supposed to be here. This is not right.
Yeah. There's
these kiddlywinks around and I've got my peers who have pretending that they don't have any age. And I'm all for being youthful and, fountain of youth, but have a bit of manners. Have a bit of manners,
Yeah.
And again, these people are connected to me or I'm connected to them. So again, it's like, it's a connection. You're not connecting me to somebody who's standing on a car bum flicking at the age of 40. That won't happen anymore.
Yeah.
But why was I getting there? Yeah, so that was the last time I drank. Bought rounds like, there's tequila shots, there's Zambucas. It was that kind of night.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the last time I did that. But why did I say that? I was saying something about, and he's like, that's very specific.
December 2015, last time you went to a club, was it?
Yeah, that's the last time I went to a club.
And this
raved.
This was about, certain people, your peers, I suppose, wanting you to be the old version of yourself.
Yeah. That was, so just, I made a nice transition.
Yeah.
And
quit the alcohol.
And I was, quit that. Oh, yeah, that was the night.
Right.
That was the night. And I didn't, so from that night, I allowed my body to be free of liquor, which we all know contains sugar. Sugar translates itself into fat at some point if you don't dilute that shit down or get rid of it. That's why my mum has always been an advocate. Like, anytime I go out, she's like, Sim, make sure you drink lots of water. Not so that I don't wake up with a hangover. It's so that I dilute
The
sugar, so it doesn't settle so hard. It's not so thick.
Yeah.
Crazy science. My mum's used to drop on me, but it never really made sense until now. So my body was free from liquor. Give yourself 30 days, drinkers. And when I say drinkers, I don't mean people that come in of a night and drink. I'm just talking about your average person that works a week time.
Yeah.
Come a Friday or a Saturday, might want a glass, or, Saturday night you might go out on the lash. But you do that weekly or you do that monthly. I've been free of that for so long.
Yeah.
That fat can't deposit nowhere.
Exactly.
Does that make sense? And I still eat a bit of nonsense. I still eat bullshit. But I'm telling you, and people don't understand, it was the alcohol that had me that way.
Yeah.
All of my whole adult life, because I stopped drinking I stopped drinking alcohol. You see me eat. You know what I eat. Do you want to know how many crisps I left from 24 from yesterday? Just the red ones. Right? Just the red one, which means and I'm not proud of it, but what I'm trying to show you is that what was holding on my weight was liquor. Girlies out there, piece of advice for you. It's hard because I know a lot of females around me that drink, and they'll be like, oh, but I only drink when I go out. I'm still drinking. And if you've not given your body 90 days of no liquor, you will never be able to lose that weight in your gut. I know the weight that you want rid of.
Yeah.
I know that weight because I was fighting with it my whole adult life. But as I said, I see some people on my timeline, they're in the gym, they're busting down the gym, stepper, 800 calories, bang, bang. And then 4 days later, I see you at the bar with the most sugary cocktail. And I'm not judging, have the cocktail, but you're wasting your time in the gym.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a waste of money. It's a waste of energy. You have to balance this shit out. Do you want to be a drinker and get inebriated so you can act the fool with your friends? Act the fool, yeah?
Yeah.
Or do you want to, because I'm telling you that I have not been to the gym. All that exerting. Who's got time for that? No, I got time for that. I'm a lazy cow. I'm always after life hacks. When I discovered that not drinking, the weight just dropped off.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but I don't really need the booze. I picked up the herb on the nose, so when I travel and stuff and I go and I get my herb on. But the alcohol is what's keeping you. Look, girls, you wine drinkers, yeah? Gut. Cocktail drinkers, gut. All in your face. And I'm not saying this to be nasty. I'm saying this because I've come from that.
Yeah.
And people are asking me, how did you get to what you put in your mouth is only one slithering of what's got me to where I am today, but it's the only bit that I can tell you about that is applicable to your life. The rest of it is not applicable because did you dash away your best friend? Did you stop talking to all three of your sisters? Did you, all of these things, because they all came into the reason why I am who I am today.
Yeah.
They all play a part, but I can only refer you to bits that I know are applicable. Stop eating dirty meat. Louder bacon sandwich. I'm serious as hell, guys. I'm serious. Stop eating meat if you want to.
Yeah.
If you really, really, really want to stop eating meat, hit me up on Insta. You can drop me some messages if you want. Have we got the comments section open? Is that even live? I don't even know. It is live, okay. Drop some comments in there. If you're coming with skullduggery and fuckery, I won't answer. But if you're coming with some proper shit, I'll get at you because I'm here for people that want to know.
Yeah.
It ain't easy, but you'll only change when you want to change. I've got people asking me all the time. Like you see Nigel, Nigel today.
Exactly.
Friend of ours, he's like, what? Snatched in. I was like, yeah. But it was a process. There were no diets. Lauer diet. All these diets. Water diet. Cambridge diet. Atkins diet. Anything that's a diet, bin it. Because what you need to do to get you to the best version of who you are is a lifestyle change. It's not something you're going to grab in a magazine. It's not anything you're going to see in a timeline where you're going to, oh, that looks nice. No.
Yeah.
It ain't that. And I think the last piece of information that I'm going to give, Ari, changing your lifestyle as far as food and health is concerned, which you lot are not going to want to hear. You are not going to want to hear this. But if you don't do this, pointless. People around you that are not supporting your shit, you need to get rid. And when I say get rid, I don't mean stop talking to them. But if you've got a friend that you know, your friend knows you're on a different lifestyle movement, and they're saying to you, "Can we go and get rare? Friend, go." I'm serious.
It's true.
You need people around you, not to necessarily say they're going to support you and tell you what to do, but you can't have people drilling holes in your fucking boat. This is my favourite saying. Yeah? Because that's why you can't sail nowhere, because you've got people in your boat drilling holes. Okay? So you've got to look around you and you've got to say, right, this person might not necessarily be trying to do what I'm doing, but they're not discouraging me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because your environment will help on this journey. Hence, retreating back to self. No friends. Honestly, I ain't got no friends. When I listened back to that podcast the other day, because I've watched that quite a few times, that podcast was lit. A fucking night it was turned up, and I won't change a fucking thing about it. Even leaving the see you next Tuesdays at the end. Yeah. Oh shit. Brain fart.
Retracting into self, not having any friends.
Yeah.
Not
So when I watch that back, there's people that I care about. I think, because I really have to throw the word friend away. There's people that I care about that are in my life. There's about 5 of you. I kept saying that I had one. There's about 5. You know who you are. One of you. Do you remember chilling and killing sometimes? Yeah. It's a personal change. She's going to start laughing when she sees that, yeah? You're one of them. Just in case you ever thought for 1 minute that you weren't, you are, and you know you are. So I do have people I care about. I don't know where I was going with that. I've had another brain fart. So, Ari Health.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I've thrown out there. It was an amalgamation of information. You guys are going to have to just pick through it.
Having the right people around you who will not discourage you from your
journey.
Yeah.
Change is happening. Let me just say that. Change is happening. Everybody can look around you. It doesn't matter if you eat meat or whatever. We're on change. Right? And my friend is saying to me, wrap it up! So let's wrap it up. That's what I'm going to say, yeah? Be honest with yourself. That's all. You want to eat meat? Eat meat. You want to eat cheese? Eat cheese. You want to be a vegan? Study the shit. Know what you're doing. And address it properly. Pull it. I love you guys. We're going to wrap it up when we come back in Sheol Bowl. Yeah. So, I haven't updated the Sheol Bowl, right?
Yeah.
I think there's 1 or 2 things in there. So, quick Sheol Bowl things, yeah? Look at me pretending not to listen to me. Right, hold on. We haven't got very long, guys. So, sex on the first date, not a problem or nasty ass?
I think it depends. Depends on
Get
the
into
vibe, depends on who you're with. I think that I've had connections with someone.
We're talking first date, so we're talking you've spoken to them. This is my idea of a first date, that you've had communicado before, and this is the first time you're going out to meet each other. Not you met each other that night. Oh, that's
how I understand
That's
it.
1 night stand.
Yeah, that's different.
No, I'm talking about sex on the first date.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's
Cool.
I think it's fine.
Sex on the first date? You've had a little bit of parlay before?
It just depends what. A little secret if women don't know.
Tell me. Quick in the
You
alias.
like that guy and you
Don't
think
fuck
there's an inkling that you might
don't
want to go out with him.
Yeah.
Sadly, that bit of fun that night could ruin all
I've
those
heard
chances.
I've heard that before.
And it's just sad.
Thankfully, You see, if I come into connection with someone, see how I meet people is not how the average people meet people now. It's just like, I'm on a vibe team. When I say vibe, I'm actually talking about real vibrations that can be measured. That's why I haven't been out again. Can't see anybody, can't know anyone. And a coitus in X, Y, and Z amount of whatever. And I've heard that before. But just let me keep my mouth shut. So what are you saying now?
I think
depends.
I think it does depend on the vibe, like you say, that you've accumulated before you've actually met that person.
Fuck it. Let's switch the question. Let's switch it. One night stand. Done it before?
Yeah.
Done it before? Met the person on the night? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was easy. All right, next one.
Done it.
Because the first date business. You're right. We could go into that quite a bit because you met the person before, so it's not as scantily.
Oh, what, scantily clad?
I can never say it as it would seem.
Oh yeah, it'd be yeah.
You know what I mean? It's slightly different. Sheol Bowl. Women's night. Oh, women's right to their own bodies. Should women have the right to what? Oh, we've done that already. Old receipts. Old receipts. Sheol Bowl. We just answered. What the fuck? Fuck, you know. I don't know your name. My name. Colorism. Do light-skinned women have it easy in show business? Oh, what a good one. Yes, they do. It's very unfortunate that we live in a world that is polarised. And unfortunately, I feel sorry for the other races out there because we live in a polarised black and white world. What about all the people that are other coloured?
Yeah, exactly. All the ones in between.
It's not, you know what, light-skinned women, just light-skinned women, period. And it falls into all cultures, whether it's Asians. The lighter you are, the higher you're revered in society. It's the same shit. Same in Africa. Same shit. Light-skinned, same in Jamaica and the Caribbean. You're light browning, innit? Browning. Me love me girl, me love me wife, me love me money and
High colour.
High colour. High colour. And because of who I am now and I understand life and the polarizations and the ruling elite and how they've got us fighting each other. I don't deal with racism. People don't know. How many minutes we got left?
4.
People don't know. I don't deal with racism. I don't deal with it. I don't deal with black people are better than white. I don't deal with white people are better than black. I don't deal with you got melanin so you're popping and white people are deficient. Fuck all that shit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit that's been given to us to continually perpetuate this race war that is coming. These sons of bitches want this race war so that they can implement martial law. When you implement martial law, that's like we're fucked.
Yeah.
Them. But I think humanity is not falling for it either. And let me tell you why I think we're smart and we're not falling for the bullshit. I'm going to give you a quick example. A couple of months ago when that H&M thing came out with the little boy and the monkey.
Oh, yeah.
That, in my opinion, was geared towards having social media. And a part of it was. But guess what? The majority of it weren't because we were like, no.
Yeah.
And I was one of those people. No, they wanted us to just, he's a black king. Don't you call him a little monkey. Da, 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 da. Do you know that the boy's mum was okay with him being in that monkey shirt?
Yeah.
So if the boy's mum's okay with him being in the monkey shirt, what the fuck are you getting lit up for?
Exactly.
The white man this, the white man that. Fuck all of that shit. This is a story that has been spun to us. Why was I getting there? Because I was dealing... So once you know that this racism thing is a tool, can't really feed into that stuff.
Yeah.
So I can't help that I am the shade that I am.
Yeah.
Maybe when I was at school, it might have got used to my advantage. In fact, it did get used to my advantage. We was in school in the 90s, coming up mid-90s. If your hair was wavy, you was a ting. If you was light-skinned, you was a ting. If you had green eyes, you was a ting. Hence, I used to fuck with contacts. Because, not knowing self and loving self. Light skin is revered upon. But I've seen the illusion now, so I don't play that game. You got people that are bleaching their skin till their skin is see-through. I know a lady who bleached her skin so much. The UV lights that shone through a dirty grey cloud killed her. Not killed her. It hurt her. You'd think that she couldn't go out in this, innit? Because it's the UVs. No. When it's the worst, greyest day that you can think of, it's raining, not a blue bit in the sky, she has to have an umbrella.
Wow. Because
the UVs busting through her. She ain't got no... She's fucking with her thing.
Pigment's gone.
Yeah, pigment's gone. So... I that's quite a thing to me. Go on, you lot can have the rest of the time with that. Yeah, light-skinned people do have it better, but it's a setup for a fall, and I know the trap now. And people that are darker skinned than me, just know that it's a trap, and don't fall for it.
Yeah.
And people that are light-skinned or white, don't try and use that shit to your advantage either, because it's a perpetuating cycle. We are all brothers and sisters. We all come from the Most High. We are all one. We are all connected. Can't hate each other. It's not possible. I'm trying to find a way to get that in. Don't hate.
Yeah.
Don't hate. Any reason that you've ever been given to hate any of your brothers and sisters because of their skin tone, you have to ask yourself where that was perpetuated from. We don't fall out of the womb racist.
Mm-hmm.
We get that coming up, family, school, peers. It's another reason why I don't have any friends. I had to remove myself from people who were perpetuating a certain mindset. Is this all making sense to you now?
Completely.
Going to work. Fucking white bitch. What? Huh? No.
Yeah.
No. We don't play that game. We don't play that racist game.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High made us all diverse. Okay? I've gone off on a tangent. Let me know we've got 60. I want to get it to Dan.
No, I mean, I can't agree with you any more than that, because it makes sense to me. And when things make sense, they sit well. You know, I cannot argue with your argument.
It's ridiculous that you know, we live in a polarized... Our paradigm is polarized.
Yeah.
The life that we live in. So you got up, you got down, you got left, you got right. You got good, you got bad. You got yes, you got no. You got dark, you got light. This is the polarization paradigm that we live in. And part of that, we got sold a lie. It was black against white. Meaning, the white man runs the world and the black men are slaves. That's the story we got sold. It's bullshit, Pete's.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of digging. Go past 3,500 BC and you start to see our history looks very, very different. Very, very different. So don't fall for the trap of hating your brother or your sister. We live in a diverse plane. The Most High is awesome. We are awesome. You don't even know how awesome you are. Swear to God, as a human being, you have no idea what powers you have. And everything that is happening in this paradigm and this world is designed to stop you from realizing how powerful you are as a human being. If 7 billion people woke up tomorrow or knew what I knew or felt the way I felt, party done. Yeah? The system will pop down. So everything they're doing is designed to not allowing you to know self. I keep talking about self, knowing self.
There's some food for thought.
It's what you need to do. You need to know self. Find out who self is. Scrap all the crap. All the stuff, all the social media stuff, all your names, all your red bottoms, all of that crap. Sit in a dark room. And if you can't just sit there and be still and like the thoughts that are even in your head and know that those thoughts are original to you, then you know that you've been programmed and you're not actually who you think you are. If you can't sit in a dark space and have some original thoughts, or you're coming up with Housewives, or you're coming up with Kanye West, or you're coming up with TNZ, you're programmed.
Yeah.
You should be coming up with things that have got nothing to do with outside factors. So I'm yapping on. I'm running out of saliva in my mouth. I've probably got a bit of white bit there and a bit of white bit there. Fruit hanging low. Feel my crystals. Crystal love all day long. Dan, thank you for it was a bit upsy downsy, lefty righty, but I hope they get the picture. High five to my brother. Thank you very much.
Meaty, no pun intended.
In it. No pun intended. It was virgin. Right. Are we done? We done. Healthy lifestyle. So guess what comes now? Music.